The change in our country comes from the grassroots, and the most important thing is that people become their own leaders, speak for themselves, advocate for themselves.
Minnesota's Precinct Caucuses are being held in each Senate district around the state on Tuesday, February 4th. The Precinct Caucuses provide us with an opportunity to voice our hopes and take action for the future. Senator Paul Wellstone knew this.
If we're going to have the kind of change in our country that'll make the United States of America a better America, I guarantee you it's going to be the result of much more grassroots politics, much more grassroots leadership development, much more of a voice from people from the neighborhoods and the community.
The Precinct Caucus is our way of making democracy work through our political parties. Plan to attend the February 4th caucus set up for you and your neighbors. If you are a Democrat or independent, visit dfl.org to find the location and time of your precinct caucus. That's dfl.org. Here's DFL State Chair Ken Martin.
We have a wonderful system in Minnesota, truly a grassroots system that allows average citizens to really have a meaningful voice in the political process.
This way and that way. You got it. Thank you.
Here in Minnesota, we have the precinct caucuses for both political parties on the first Tuesday in February. Anyone can participate, anyone can make their voice be heard. Usually these precinct caucuses are in schools, and so usually each precinct will be in a classroom, or you'll see a whole host of your neighbors and other friendly faces, people that you know who, like you, believe that it's important to get involved.
Who do you think you have? And the interesting thing is, last election,
if you care about an issue, if you want to see our party, the DFL party, take a position on a certain issue, it's your opportunity to come and actually shape our platform. And a little known fact actually is that the Peace Corps, that idea for the Peace Corps came from the Minnesota Precinct Caucus back in the late 1950s. Ideas like that, issues that you care about, can actually be imagined and realized through our Precinct Caucus system. And as my friend Paul Wellstone used to say, the future belongs to those who don't sit on the sidelines. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams.
We have very, very vocal group, brought forth resolutions, and did a really outstanding job.
Well, I guess this reminded me what politics is really all about and where everything starts. And I mean, what we see on the news is just all these big politicians and big money being thrown around, but I mean, this is where it all begins.
There's no doubt that the wealth disparity in this country has increased substantially over the years. The middle class is eroding, and without a middle class there can be no great civilization. And for us to be able to continue, we need to make sure that we're protecting the middle class in this country.
We had a good discussion and passed about 10 resolutions, and I think some good interplay with the people there.
The Republicans, on the other hand, have had a full-on assault and war on the middle class. These Tea Party Republicans would rather protect the top 1% than help the rest of the 99% of Americans and Minnesotans who need their help.
Income equality, economic growth, education, climate change, and public transit need your voice. Join in on Tuesday, February 4th.
We have an opportunity as DFLers, as Democrats, to make sure that we continue forward with the progress that President Obama has taken this country in, that the progress that Governor Dayton has shown, and the leadership he's shown. This is really, truly grassroots democracy at its finest. It's really coming out with neighbors, speaking neighbor to neighbor, face to face about the issues that really concern our state, concern our cities, and concern our neighborhoods.
You know, we're excited about the caucuses this year. I think you see we have a great president. I think you've seen the other side of the fence. So we think young folks, we think our base, we think independents are going to be fired up to come on out and support our DFL candidates this year at the caucuses.
Eden Prairie and Southern Minnetonka voters have their precinct caucus at Eden Prairie High School, East Commons, on Tuesday, February 4th at 6:30. Other Senate districts have their own locations and times. For more information, visit dfl.org. The presentation of guests and opinions on this program does not indicate endorsement by the state DFL party or DFL Senate District 48.